Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Part 2 of the arena build. In this, we do some more painting. Why am I explaining it to you? Just watch the video. Just watch. Summer is now fleeting, it's going away. Still a bit sunny. It is the week after Robo Nerd, and I'm still revelling in the fact that I went to Wolverhampton and spent some good time socialising with some famous faces in the community and some good friends, and we had lots of chat and lots of laughs and lots of robots. I'm still riding that hype at the moment, so I'm going to do some more arena. This is its current state. It is painted. There's been a couple of applications of paint on for the silver. What I'm going to do now really is take off these squares here and here and start drawing out the starting triangle chevron sort of things. Then I don't really know what to do next. Maybe I will do the outlines of the pits, because they're red, and I'll be doing red stripes for one of the blocks. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I have painted the starting blocks black. Can we see? One there. There we go. These weren't easy to block off, you can see here. That's the tape, and then of course we've blocked off around the arena, so we're going to paint our nice grey. This annoyed me. I suppose that's what you get for leaning on it, for putting your knee on like that. Bloody broke there, so I'm going to have to cut out another section and screw back in the hinge. That should be fairly straightforward though, not difficult. Now we can do the satisfying thing and peel off the tape. Very impressive, both of them. Nice. Nicely done.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special safety announcement.
Remember kids, building fighting robots is dangerous. It's what Jonathan Pierce used to say after the end of every episode of Robot Wars. Didn't say anything about building arenas though, did he?
And now back to our scheduled programme.
After a bit of rasping to make the pit trapdoor fit. Yeah, that one opens by itself. Yeah, and so does that one. Everything the pizza boxes touch is our kingdom. Whoa. Probably the most arduous task was remembering that quote, actually. This is take 3. Cardboard boxes, pizza boxes, menus, all that are covering everything but the areas I don't want covered in red. Here we have this line and this boundary and these stripes here, but only half because, well, to be quite honest, I think it's a little bit easier to do it this way rather than to do them all in one go. For one, I didn't have tape thin enough to be able to fit over that line. So I will come back to one half of this. These 2 lines will be painted at least. Then redo it for the other lines and that pit as well. We're just going to focus on this bit at the moment. And if I do cock it up, I do at least have some silver spray paint left over. Let's have a go. Ah, bugger. I didn't cover that bit up. Or this bit. Sugar. We'll pretend that didn't happen. It's getting later in the evening now because it's now September and it's starting to get darker earlier. It's about 7 o'clock, but I have finished putting down the black paint, the red paint, the yellow paint, the blue paint, and the red paint, which means there's only one colour left, but that means the starting blocks are actually done. You can't see that. There you go. Look at that. It's starting to come to life. So we've got one more colour to go down, and that is, I can't point, the purple down in this corner here, and then in the middle, massive logo. That's going to be the hard part, but it's taking shape. It looks good. It looks good. I've done some purple painting. There we go. All the colours, all the corners. Still needs a bit of patching up to be done, but whilst I've been waiting for that stripe to dry, I thought I'd do a bit of wall prep. These aren't bolted down, again they're just up for display at the moment. The dropped wall here, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a bit of a gap because of the hinge. It doesn't sit exactly flush. Now that meant the bolt, I did buy some bolts to go on the side wall to lock in, so of course that's on the hinge, so it would drop freely. The lock was actually too close to this gap here, so it wouldn't have locked in perfectly, so I had to get cunning here. We decided to add a shim. Look at that, a solid block of wood that has the lock on. So now you can see that the lock will slide in nicely. I can cut out a bit out the back if I need to, but it'll slide in nicely and it won't impede the front plate. How cool is that? And this is a mock-up with all of the walls. Look at that. How cool is that? I surprise myself with my carpentry sometimes. I never did do really well in resistant materials at school, but look at me now. I'm going to take this moment now to say that I didn't actually film this part of the process, but this is what the walls looked like once they had been fully painted. This was because it was getting much colder. It was October by this point. I just didn't film it. I just wanted to get it done, really. And then after this, winter struck. It got dark and cold and miserable, and then we moved house. So that took up a lot of the time in winter as well. So I'll sign off on this video now in voiceover form, and I will see you in part 3, where we finally finish it.